Good evening and welcome to the SkyZhone HD Game of the Week. We're here in Ashe County, North Carolina, and West Jefferson, North Carolina. As your Ashe County Huskies welcome the North Wilkes Vikings. I'm Dusty Farmer. Along tonight is Mark Hudler, as always. And Hudler coming in tonight at back-to-back home games, trying to find that first win of the season.
Yep, trying to find it here for the last non-conference game of the year before the Huskies start conference play. Playing an old conference foes, usually a pretty good ball game, so we'll see what happens. The Huskies are definitely hungry for a win.
You know, in the past few years, the Huskies have pulled away against North Wilkes, have really kind of opened it up, but they've always been exciting.
North will, like you say, sort of always have kept it close, and then at the end, the Huskies get going to keep it or pull it out in it. But it's always exciting. Two evenly matched teams, from what we understand, and I believe we're going to have a good one tonight.
We'll get right into our Ashe County forward keys of the game, and the first key to the game, I feel like it's always one of our keys of the game, is, take care of the football.
Take care of the football, and the thing with Ashe County last week, they did move the football against Watauga, and it was, the deal, get 6-yard play here, 8-yard play there, 6-yard play here, and then you fumble. So go back to inexperienced team. They got to grow up a little and finish some drives tonight.
Our second Ashe County forward key to the game is protection. The offensive line has got to play good.
Oh, yeah, and you're always going to talk about that. And the offensive line done a good job last week, giving him time to throw. We just against a very good team. But, yeah, to me, the keys to the game, Ashe has just got to get better.
And our final Ashe County forward key to the game is tonight is their fourth game of the season, and it's just go out there and compete,
Go out there and compete. Yep. Things have not went well, I said last week a lot. When it rains, it pours, and maybe tonight get off here to a good start receiving an opening kick and see if we can get on the board first.
And the kickoff's taken at the 15 across the 20, and he's going to be taken out just shy of the 25-yard line.
And that's one thing, of course, Dr. Pepper's players to watch, as I had wrote down here, is the Peterson boys are back this week, and we were talking about Matthew and Andrew both, so that's a big help for this Husky offense also.
Yeah, Matthew Peterson in the backfield with Wesley Thompson. 4 wide receivers for the Huskies. You'll have to bear with us that the clock's not working, so as far as the time and everything is going to be difficult.
Last week it worked all the way up till kickoff time, and it went out again. So we'll do the best we can.
Yeah, that's all we can do. Thompson in the gun. Hand off to Peterson on first down. Big hole for Peterson. He's going to pick up 5 yards on first down. And one thing we didn't talk about, but we probably should, is, this Husky offense has to stay in front of the chains.
They need to stay on track, as we say, and then, like you say, in front of the chains. And just not make the mistakes that they made last week. And then, of course, we see Peterson making an effect on the game, first play of the game.
2-back set now for the Huskies. Thompson looks to throw on second down, and he gets it out, and it's short. Tries to get it out at about the 40-yard line. Like he's trying to get it to Colin Estes.
Yeah, and just right there, just sort of underthrew the football there. Just sort of threw it in the dirt, had a chance for a good completion right there. So big third down play here early. Ashe really needs to stay on the field and move the chains right here.
3rd and 5 now for the Huskies. Thompson looks to throw, pump fakes, then throws it high and almost intercepted.
Yeah, right there, like you say, just sort of pump faked it one time. Unsure really where he wanted to go with the football. Tried to get it in there. Would have been a first down if we could have got the completion there, but overthrew it, and it was almost picked off.
The Huskies punt team will come out. North Wilkes will stand on the 35-yard line. And as Manny gets off a good kick, taken at the 40, and good downfield tackling by the Huskies punt coverage team.
And it looks like Lucas Spencer in on that tackle there. Great coverage there. North's going to have pretty decent field position on their opening drive. And one thing we do know is Zach White, the quarterback's a pretty good football player from what the coaches have told me. Throws the ball well, and this running back Hayes, he's a big kid. So we'll see what happens here.
That's one thing North Wilkes has had over the last couple of years is good quarterback play.
Yeah, and good running game too. So
First down, the reverse. Looks like they're trying to throw it back. And it's taken to across the 50 for the Vikings, all the way up almost to the 45-yard line.
Yeah, a little razzle-dazzle there, a little pitch, and then reverse it back, and they send it out to Zach. A nice little 12-yard gain right there to start for North.
Could be 1st and 10 for the Vikings now. Handoff on 1st down. He's going to pick up maybe 2-yard line.
Yeah, nice job. Looked like Lucas Spencer in there on the tackle. Good job there. Picked up a couple. North, of course, new coach. Of course, we did play him last year, but 2nd year and everything. So they do give you a little more of the spread look. But I still think they try to run the football out of it. But I was told to beware of the quarterback, that he was a very efficient passer.
2nd down for the Vikings, and it's going to be a quarterback keep up the middle, and flags down. Looks like somebody might have moved.
Yeah, it looks like we had 2 or 3 moving there at the same time, Northwood. So Huskies going to get a break here.
And it will be a false start against the Vikings. That will back them up.
False start penalty against Wilkes, moves it back 5 yards to the 50-yard line.
It's going to move the ball right to the 50-yard line for the Vikings. Second down, 4 wide receivers for the Vikings. Kind of a pistol look. Takes the snap, looks to throw on 2nd down, and it is almost picked off. Looked like Josh Poe broke on the football.
Nice play by Mr. Poe right there. Yeah, he had a chance on that one. So going to bring up a big 3rd and 15 here for North Wilkes, and see if get the Vikings here to trade punts here on their first possession.
Yeah, if Poe gets that, he's got nothing but green grass in front of him.
A lot of green grass in front of him.
Big 3rd down for the Huskies. The Vikings have it. They're going to quarterback keeper to the right side, and he's going to pick up big yards on 3rd down, but not enough for a first. Ball comes loose, but they're going to say he's down. So now big 4th down for the Vikings. Feel like they're going to go for here?
I think they will. I mean, you're in no man's land right here. I think they'll try to run it here. Nice. That was just basically quarterback power right there. Nice job there. Ball did come out at the end, but I think he was down also.
Yeah, it looked like some old school football we used to see in this area.
Yeah, it was. I mean, they pulled everybody and just snapped it to the quarterback there, and he just fell in behind the tailback, and it was just old power.
High snap on 4th down, and the Huskies are going to stop him short. There's a keeper once again. That defensive line for the Huskies is going to stop him short, and they will take over on downs.
Great job. Like Lucas Spencer in there, and, of course, Brenniger in there on the stop. And, of course, a high snap got him off a little bit, but good penetration right there to get a big 4th down stop here early.
Yeah, I know we're early here in the first quarter, but you said Lucas Spencer's name a couple times already now, Mark.
He's starting off, he's wanting Dr. Pepper player of the game, I think.
Handoff to Peterson on 1st down, and he tries to break outside, stays on the feet across the 50. And, Mark, that's just something we haven't had, and it's nice to see.
No, sir. He's powerful. He's not very big. He's powerful. He's got really good balance, too. He's just a good little running back, and very good job right there. And, yes, they've missed him desperately.
Yeah, he just kind of bounces off people. He absorbs the contact and just keeps his feet turning.
Yeah, and he's one of those guys, we used to talk about Bowen Krause. He gets there in the middle, and he's hard to see for a minute till he bounces it out.
1st down for the Huskies. Thompson looks to throw on 1st down, gets it out to Peterson in the flats. He cuts back, picks up positive yards. There's a flag down on the far sideline.
Looks like a 6-yard gain here, but like you said, a flag, just a little quick pass out there to Peterson. Get your playmaker the ball here.
And we talk about his size and ability, but at the end of the day, he's a Peterson, and they just know how to play football.
Yeah, they most of them, yes, they're pretty good football players, all of them. So, like we said, Andrew, it's good to have Andrew back as a receiver and cornerback. So,
looks like a penalty may be against the Huskies. They're marching backwards. Going to be a hold against the Huskies. Oh, legal receiver downfield.
Line of scrimmage. The ball was caught behind the line of scrimmage. How can it be illegal receiver?
This will be 4th and long now for the Huskies.
I didn't see him signal, but now that's in any league.
So it'll be 1st and long now. Not real sure how much time's left to go here in the first. Huskies with 2 backs in the backfield. 3 wide receivers. Thompson looks to throw. He's trying to go deep down the sideline. He's got a man with a step and just overthrows it, trying to get it to Peterson.
Yeah, nice right there. Had a shot right there. Just overthrew him a little bit, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and 15 here.
Yeah, if he puts a little more out into that, or Peterson's a little faster, and
Yeah,
that's 6 for sure.
That's one you may want back later on.
Thompson to the gun quick, gets it out. Trying to set up the screen, gets it out to Martinez. He's got blockers and room to run down the sideline. He's at the 30, 25, across the 20, down to the 15 where he's finally taken down. And that was a big pickup for the Huskies.
Yes, sir, and I don't know who the receiver was out here.
I think it was Estes.
If it was Estes, he got a just absolute pancake block. I mean, just a great block to get Martinez going. And we've talked about his speed, Dusty. He got down the sideline, picked up about 30 yards there. Nice play for the Huskies.
2 backs once again down to the 14 for the Huskies. 3 wide receivers. Thompson looks to throw, and it goes to across to the middle of the end zone and just incomplete. Tries to get to Colin once again.
Yeah, had a chance there, just off his fingertips a little bit. Timing just a little off.
This will be 2nd and 10 now for the Huskies from the 14-yard line. Thompson takes hands it off to Drew Rowland, and he's going to pick up maybe 6 yards on 2nd down.
I tell you, Drew Rowland's come on here in the absence of course, Peterson a couple weeks. He's done a very good job running the football. Nice hole there by that offensive line, too, Brenniger and the boys up front. So, good job right there. Where are they at?
3rd and 5 now for the Huskies. Thompson looks to throw and gets it to the corner. Touchdown, Huskies. Looks like that's the number 6, Tanner Poe. Oh, excuse me, that is Drew Rowland in the back corner of the end zone.
Great job. I don't see, and put him at receiver right there. So valuable right there. Nice throw and catch. Plenty of time for Thompson to line up front. Just a great executed play and a good job by Rowland there.
So Manny Olvera on for the PAT for the Huskies. High snap, ball's fumbled. He's going to pick it up. He's going to try to throw it, and it's going to fall. It's going to be picked off and then tackled. So it'll be 6-0 Huskies, and it's just a bad snap. Kind of just fell apart from there.
Sure did. Just like you said, a bad snap when you get that timing off, and that's something that we've had trouble with this year on extra points. But anyway, Huskies get off to a good start here on their 2nd drive with a good drive and scoring 6.
So we'll take another look at the Greens activating instant replay as Thompson finds Drew Rowland.
And now your Ashe County 4 drive summary. The Huskies went 70 yards. It took them 7 plays. A 9-yard touchdown pass from Wesley Thompson to Tanner Poe. The extra point was no good. So here in the first quarter, that brings your score, Ashe County 6, North Wilkes 0.
We may have talked about it before the game. Kind of the clock not running, kind of got away from us a little bit there. North Wilkes comes in tonight 1-2. Huskies 0-3, and we talked about them looking for their first win, but this is a winnable ball game for the Huskies.
Oh, absolutely. Of course, just talking to coaching staff, trying to get a little information because no stats on Max Preps. He says this is a very evenly matched game here tonight. And, of course, North moved the ball there a little bit, so we'll just see what happens. I think it's a very winnable game. And, of course, you just need to get that first win before you go into I got offsides here on the kickoff. A win before you get ready for conference play next week.
Yeah, because, for years this was a conference game, and now we're heading into a whole new world as far as conference play goes, and it's not going to get easier.
No, it's definitely not going to get easier moving up, of course, to the 3A ranks like we've talked about. We got a very young football team still. They're getting some games under their belt now, and now it's just time to start trying to improve a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, if you look just at this roster, there's 1, 2, 3, 5 seniors, and out of those 5 seniors, none of them really have varsity experience.
They sure don't, because the last couple of years we went 19, 18, and 18 seniors. So
Alvera with a sky high kick, and the Huskies try to get down there and recover it. North Wilkes just had to fall on it.
Yeah, almost did. They're, of course, going to start here on their own. I'm going to call it the 28-yard line or so. So see if his Husky defense can come out and force another punt.
And North Wilkes had some success moving the football, got a penalty, kind of backed them up, and then the Huskies stopped them on 4th down. So we'll see what the Vikings offense can do. 1st and 10 now. White in the gun. Takes a snap, handoff on 1st down, and he is quick up the middle, but he's only going to pick up about 4 yards.
Yeah, some good quickness right there. Nice 4-yard gain there by number 4, Corpland for North Wilkes. Couldn't really tell who brought him down there.
2nd and 4 now for the Vikings. Split backfield for the Vikings. 3 wide receivers. And the ball's loose on 2nd down, and we'll see if the Huskies recovered it. And
a lot of purple down there.
A lot of purple. I think North Wilkes may have recovered it.
Yeah, the officials were coming up signaling that they did get it, but boy, we looked like we had a good chance at that football.
An awful lot of purple around that.
That sure was.
3rd down now for the Vikings. Wide in the gun once again. Takes a snap, handoff on 3rd down. Tries to get it outside. Makes several people miss. He's going to be real close to that 1st down marker.
I believe he's going to get it, Dusty. Of course, we're a long way away, but 3rd for a good, hard run by Corpland there. Looks like they're going to try to start getting him to the outside a little bit, too.
Yeah, and then if we aren't blessed with the speed we've had in the last couple of years, and speed to the outside, it's hard for us to cover right now.
Oh, yeah, it sure is. And I tell you, of course, North Wilkes moves the change. They want to keep it, slow pace, ball control, and just chug it down and try to score here. So they've started good on this drive.
White takes a snap. He's going to keep it on 1st down. Of course, the right side, he's going to be brought back for a loss. In fact, it might have been Trent Trivet on that side.
I believe it was Trivet there bringing him down, and just a good job there. Looked like the old, as we said, they run it earlier, the quarterback power or whatever, and Huskies done a much better job.
2nd and 9 now for the Vikings. White takes a snap, and it looks like he's going to throw on 2nd down. He's got a man wide open. He tries to throw it off his back foot and is almost intercepted. 2 Huskies collided and probably stopped that interception from happening.
Yeah, he was open. It's a great job there by the Husky player for getting a little pressure right there on him at the end to make him hang that ball up there a little more, because to start with, North Wilkes receiver was behind our guy. But yes, we actually should have picked that football off.
Yeah, Wyatt tried to throw that off his back foot, and that ball just kind of hung up there forever.
It sure did, and there was a penalty, they said, for illegal man downfield, and it looks like the Huskies are going to decline it and make it 3rd and 11.
It will be 3rd and 11 for the Vikings.
One thing there does.
High snap on 3rd down, goes over White's head. He tries to pick it up. It's going to be a huge loss on 3rd down.
So sort of what the Huskies have been doing, a few mistakes here. North Wilkes sort of shooting herself in the foot here, but I was going to say there, we did see number 10's arm there wide, and he can throw the football.
Yeah, he gets that receiver in stride, and there's no one within 10 yards of him.
Yep.
So the punt team now coming out for the Vikings.
A little change here on the punt return. They got Martinez back.
I would say Martinez is probably the quickest one on the team. And a wobbly punt for Martinez, and he's going to let it bounce. He's going to take a Viking bounce and roll down almost to the 30-yard line.
Punt roll to the 32-yard line, where Ashe County will begin this possession.
Yep, so let's see here. Huskies had a good drive last time, took it down and scored. Of course, missed the extra point, but let's see if the Huskies can put together another drive here and go, I'm going to say for the first time all season, back-to-back on scoring drives.
Yeah, for sure. First time this season. 4 receivers for the Huskies, 2 to each side. Thompson in the gun. Peterson to his right. Hand off to Peterson on 1st down. Big hole up the middle. And he's across the 50 down the sideline to the 40. Tries to cut back. And he's still on his feet at the 30. He breaks free. And he's going to go all the way in for a Husky touchdown. And that was a lot of Peterson right there.
I tell you, he had some good help to get him rolling, but like you said, down the field, a couple of cut blocks sort of give the Derrick Henry push off on a couple of them. Really, like you said, broke a lot of tackles. Tremendous run right there by Peterson there to take the Huskies in for a touchdown.
Yeah, Matthew just was shoving people. And we talked about it. He's hard to bring down because he's so well balanced,
and he's strong. I mean, he's a well put together kid from the waist down, and he's just not tall, I guess. And tough run right there.
That low center of gravity, and the PAT is blocked, but it gets through. So we'll take another look at that Matthew Peterson touchdown run on our Greens Excavating instant replay.
So your Ashe County 4 drive summary. It took the Huskies only one play. They went 78 yards, ended in a Matthew Peterson touchdown run, and Alvera added the extra point. So that brings your score here in the first quarter: Ashe County 13, North Wilkes 0.
Time update is 3 minutes 40 seconds left.
3 minutes and 40 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
3 minutes and 40 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
And Mark, I know I've not been at every game this year, but his first lead. See the wheels turning.
We could have had the lead at Wilkes Central. I'm not sure, but yeah, probably so. I know it's the first 2-score lead. So, but it's good to see. Let them come out and get some confidence here. And North Wilkes shot themselves in the foot there on that last drive. So, but give the Huskies defense some credit. They're getting through the line and doing a great job.
And one thing, we do it a lot. We look at the sideline because we know we're usually behind the sideline. They got a little bounce in their step and another high kick, and that's going to go out of bounds.
Oh, yeah. We do watch the sidelines a whole lot, and that's good to see because we ain't seen that in a couple of weeks.
So it'll be a legal procedure against the Huskies. Ball goes out of bounds on the kickoff. Ball will be placed at the 35-yard line. Mark, this North Wilkes teams moved the football. They've just kind of self-imploded.
Yeah, that's sort of what we've seen the last couple of weeks. Move it down and then just, bad snap here, do something to hurt yourself.
1st and 10, pistol look for the Vikings. High snap once again, but it's handled and handoff up the middle. And he's going to pick up maybe 6 yards on the play.
Forfeiting on the carry for North Wilkes.
And gets up. He gets upset.
Yeah, Trivet there. Trivet, he's a very emotional player, and yes, like you said, Copeland got up very upset. Don't know what happened there, but a good hard run by Copeland.
Second and 4. Probably about 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Huskies lead 13-0. Hand off to Copeland up the middle once again, and he's going to be close, and he's going to be pulled down backwards. And he comes up shoving once again, and there's a flag.
It looked like Blevins brought him down there, and I don't know, like you say, he's definitely got an attitude right now about him, so don't know what's going on, but we're going to have a flag on somebody.
And it looks like it's going to be against the Huskies. They're marching it that way. It's a big penalty.
That's a huge penalty, and I thought we might see something offset right there, but we're not down there, don't know what's going on, so big penalty.
Coach Hampton's hot on that sideline.
Very not happy. He's probably thinking the same way I am. I mean, you got both kids coming out there, both of them sort of getting up, and it happened to play before, so I don't know. He is not very happy.
He may use a timeout here.
He is telling his kids now to calm down too, but he's not very happy.
You think that's what he's saying?
Maybe.
Keeper on first down for the Vikings, and Wyatt's going to pick up positive yards. Brought down from behind by Trivet once again.
Yeah, Trivet's all over the place right now too. Good job there keeping the game minimal, about 4 or 5 yards here, so it's going to be a big second down play right here.
Linebackers for the Huskies, with Spencer and Trivet. I mean, they've played good so far tonight.
Oh, yeah, played very well. They're playing hard, and, of course, we talk about Blevins a lot. He does a really good job, too.
He's got a nose for the football. Second down for the Vikings. Looks to throw, quick throw, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, just right there. Yeah, the ball's a little high coming out right there. That was a pretty good coverage. I don't think he was going to go far if he catches it. Big third down play here. Huskies got to keep their cool. No penalties to give them a big first down.
Yeah, can't give them a first down. We gave them the last first down. Third, and we'll call it 7 for the Vikings. Still in the first quarter, not sure how much time's left. Huskies do lead 13-0. Take a snap, handoff to number 4, Copeland. He got room outside, and he's going to be real close to that first down marker.
Copeland, he's pretty tough little running back too here, but I tell you what, Andrew Peterson just did not set the edge over there.
He collapsed in.
Yeah, he got caught inside and then made that block a whole lot easier. So it's going to bring up a big fourth down play here. And I mean, of course, the Vikings went for it earlier and we got a big stop. So, and they're going to go for it here.
Fourth and short for the Vikings. Big fourth down. Husky stopped them on the last fourth down attempt. Snap, and he's going to keep it, and he's got plenty of room to run, and he's going to pick up the first down with ease.
Just quarterback lead, running back leading for the quarterback there, and a nice 4-yard pickup to keep the chains moving here.
Ball down to about the 28-yard line. First down now for the
It'll be a first down for the for the Vikings. Huskies lead 13-0. 2 backs in the backfield for the Vikings. Snap, handoff up the middle, and he's a huge hold. That's number 5.
Bogus there on the carry, brought in some fresh legs there, and like you say, that's just power eye right there. I mean, that's just power football. Nice 6-yard gain.
It's been a long drive for the Vikings.
Very long drive. I mean, it's
Started on the 35.
Yep. And it's been 3 yards in the cloud of dust and moving it down. Old school right here.
And off to Copeland once again. He tries to bounce it outside. He's going to run out of room before he picks up the first down.
It's going to be close to it. I don't know. I think they marked him a little short here, but that's a pretty decent job. The Huskies kept stringing it out there, and but it is going to be, well, he's going to be short, so it's going to be third and big third and 3 right here. Because North Wilkes has got the ball down to about the Huskies' 20-yard line.
Yeah, they marked him a lot shorter from where it looked like he went out of bounds from here.
Yeah.
3rd and 3 for the Vikings. Ball on the 20-yard line. North Wilkes trying to put on their first score of the game. It's going to be quarterback up the middle. He's got a huge hole. He's down to about the 6-7-yard line.
Yeah, they're in a pretty good groove right now. That offensive line's getting some push, and they're working the middle and the outside and getting 4 and 5 yards of carry. So, like you said, moved it down here. We'll call it the 10-yard line. Looks like that's going to be the end of the first quarter here too, Dusty.
So it's the end of the first. Huskies lead 13-0. North Wilkes knocking on the door. We'll be back in the second quarter. SkyZhone HD, game of the week.
When it comes to insurance, Miller Insurance has over 70 years of experience in the business. We offer auto, home, farm, and business insurance, along with several other products to make sure you have the right coverage that fits your needs. Before you renew, give us a call at 336-246-7151 or stop by at 107 South Jefferson Avenue in downtown West Jefferson. Miller Insurance is proud to support all our hometown teams.
Ashe County Ford in downtown West Jefferson wants to be your first and only choice for all your automotive needs. They offer a lifetime warranty on most of the vehicles they sell. They offer the best prices on new Fords and pre-owned vehicles, service, parts, or body shop repairs. And locally owned and operated with the friendliest and best staff, they are your answer for anything automotive you need. The High Country's Ford dealer since 1919. Ashe County Ford. You make the drive, we'll make the deal.
Welcome back to the SkyZone HD game of the week as we get ready to start the second quarter. Huskies lead 13-0, but the Vikings are inside the 10-yard line mark trying to put on their first score of the game.
Yeah, they sure are here, and they're well on the move. They've really gotten a good groove here, but running the football. We definitely hadn't seen it go in the air on this drive, and see if this Husky defense can stand up once again and get a stand here.
1st and goal from the 9, and Wyatt's going to keep it. He's got a huge hole, and he's trying to spin his way. He's down to about the 3 or 4 yard line.
I think that was Trivet again in on the tackle, I believe. But a nice big hole and a nice, 4 or 5 yard pickup there from the 9 yard line. So now they've got it down to the 3 here.
2nd and goal from the 3. White takes a snap and hands it off to Copeland on the outside. He's going to be pulled down. Spun backwards. Hard to tell who it was.
I can't. Nice job, whoever it was over there again. Looks like, again, the radios or the PA's calling out Trent Trevitt's name once again. And nice job. They lost a yard right there. So big 3rd down play. They got 2 more plays here to try to keep this North Wilkes team out of the end zone.
Yeah, we always talk about it. How closer you get, sometimes the harder it is to score.
Yeah, that field shortens up and everything like that. And the way they've been running the football, really don't look for them to throw the ball here.
Copeland once again, he's going to get in with ease, and the Vikings put on their first points of the scoreboard here early in the second quarter. Looks like the Vikings are going to go for 2.
Just again, that's just seen it 4 or 5 times split back, just power, and got good push, and nice job in Copeland getting it in the end zone.
And now they're going to kick the PAT, and it is no good. And that defense was out there a long time, Mark, because we scored rather quickly.
We sure did. Yeah, they were out there a long time. I believe they said 3:40 and ended the quarter, and took a minute or 2 maybe right there. So very nice long drive for North Wilkes. And I'm sure that's what they would love to do the rest of the night. This Huskies offense is going to have to come out here and answer.
Yeah, probably see a heavy dose of Peterson when we get the ball back.
It sure was on the last drive, but yeah, we'll see what they come up with here on this drive.
And I think that helps Thompson so much, takes off so much pressure off him.
Yeah, it sure does.
You could tell the last couple of weeks, Thompson felt like he was, really pressing, trying to make something happen.
Oh, yeah. He was pressing a little bit. You ain't got nobody back there to hand it off to and take the pressure off a little bit. And don't get me wrong. Drew Rowland done an admirable, great job running the football hard. Just Matthew just brings a little more to the table.
10:04 to go here in the second quarter. Vikings kick off. And it's going to be taken at the 10-yard line, fumble. He's going to pick it back up. And it's Peterson out the outside. He's up the sideline, still on his feet. And he's going to be finally taken out of bounds. Peterson had a hard time fielding it tonight, but once he gets it, he's off and running.
Yeah, and we keep saying Peterson, and it's habit, but this is Andrew Peterson and not Matthew there that does return the kicks and stuff for us, and he's got a lot of speed too. A little taller, but I thought he had a chance there for a minute.
Second quarter here, Huskies leading 13-6. Thompson in the gun takes a snap, and he dumps it off to Peterson in the flat, and he's going to make one guy, two guys, three guys miss, 4 or 5. He's just dragging them. You have to put 11 hats on Peterson.
I tell you what, he's missed his last 2 to 3 weeks, and he come ready to play tonight, and this really good to see.
8-yard pickup on first down, but he probably ran 15.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And good hard running and great job here. And we're going double backs here this time, so.
Thompson in the gun is going to hand off to Timothy up the middle. He's going to have the first down. Excuse me, that is Matthew, not Timothy. That's going to happen all year.
Well, I was going to get you, and you caught yourself. Another good hard run there by Matthew Peterson, and another Husky first down.
After all those years of saying Timothy Peterson, it's just, it's going to happen. I'm sure their parents do it.
I guarantee it. I'm sure they do.
It's like North Wilkes going to take a timeout here. That's all right. I think it's their first timeout of the game. So how about a guess, Mark? I'd say there's somewhere around 9 minutes to go here in the first half.
Yeah, we'll guess with that. And I'd say we're pretty close. They did give us an update there a while ago, and I think you said it of 10:04 left in the second quarter. Of course, the Huskies lead here 13-6. Got the football back and trying to put a drive together.
And we apologize, our scoreboard is not working as well. We usually have some around the area score updates for you, but it's not working. The scoreboards just don't work here tonight in West Jefferson.
They sure not. So as far as hopefully at home, if you're in the studio, maybe you can see the Miller Insurance scoreboard, but I guess we can give you one update here on the Miller Insurance scoreboard. I guess the most important game is Ashe County does lead here in the second quarter, 13-6 over North Wilkes.
And they've got the ball just across the 50. 5.5 minutes. We were way off. Thompson looks to throw on first down, gets it across the middle to Drew Rowland. He's going to be taken down across the 40. And we talked about Drew. He did a great job in the absence of Peterson, but he's one of those players. It don't matter where you put him; he's just a workman.
Oh yeah, and see, you got to think now. Drew had been playing receiver, so you lose a player there too. You lose when Peterson goes. You lose actually 2 players. Yeah. I mean, if that makes sense.
A running back and a receiver.
Yeah, and so now you get people back, and it's a big help to be able to have somebody like you're saying. And me and Chad talked about last week, like Roland, somebody that you can pretty much plug in anywhere. He sort of reminds me of LaCroix.
Yeah, oh yeah, a lot like LaCroix. Just quiet kid, workman attitude, does whatever you ask him to. Thompson looks to throw on first down, gets it to Drew rolling once again. He breaks one tackle, cuts back, and he's at across the 25-yard line. Going to be taken down at about the 23.
Yeah, this Husky offense really looks like it's starting to get in some rhythm there with the running game and the passing game. Good to see offensive line doing a great job. We got to get some numbers here, try to at halftime, and get them kids some shout-outs there. But good-looking drive here.
Huskies work quick. Thompson in the gun. And he looks to throw and gets it out to Peterson in the flats, and he's going to be taken down just shy of the 20-yard line.
Might have got a yard right there. Well, that was nice. So, second and what we'll call it 7.
Huskies working quick. Back to the line, 4 receivers. Peterson in the backfield with Thompson. Thompson looks to throw on first down, and he gets it on the out. And it is caught. Hard to tell who it is. I think it's Peterson.
It's Andrew Peterson once again, and yes, that was enough for a first down, so Huskies inside the 10 here.
And, Mark, we haven't talked about it, but we should have. So far, Wesley's played a great game. He's made really good, sound decisions with the football.
Wesley is really throwing the football well tonight after a couple of tough outings, but, hey, that'll happen. And we've talked about this all year. I mean, these kids didn't play no football last year. The JV team, and that's basically they're moved up to varsity now. But, so just a good job. Seen a lot of improvement tonight.
Thompson looks to throw, and he's got a man open. And, oh, man, that was close to being 6 the other way. I jinxed it. I apologize. I jinxed it. That's on me.
Yeah, can't lock in there, and he did. He locked in on the receiver, and I tell you, they like you said, that's a break for the Huskies right there.
That's a 99-yard interception going the other way. Thompson on second down, takes snap, hands it to Peterson up the middle. Big hole, and he's going to get down to about the 2-yard line maybe.
Matthew Peterson on the carry brought down by number 72, Devin Shue.
Yeah, nice 3 or 4 yard gain here. Huskies are going to call a timeout.
Yeah, I'd say that clock's probably worked its way down. I don't know, 2 minutes, but
yeah, they give us 5 there. Maybe they'll give us an update here during the break. So the Huskies do take their first time out of the first half. Looking to score here. Got the football on, it looks like about the 3-yard line, and it's going to bring up third and gold from the 3 for Ashe here. So the Huskies, they do elect to take a timeout.
7:23 on the clock. How much?
7:23.
we've went backwards. We've added time.
Yeah, I don't believe we can trust our updates, maybe. Anyway, unless we heard it wrong the last time.
I'm guessing last time he said 9 minutes instead of 5 minutes.
Well, he could have. And I was thinking, man, that was quick. We might have made that. But anyway, Huskies need.
Well, it's 7 minutes and
there is 7.
I'm assuming Hampton just wanted to talk about it and get the right play.
Yeah, he did something out there he didn't like. So, trying to get the plays in, and talked about this last week. Hobbick will use his timeouts, and you know what? You can't take them home.
Can't take them with you. Four receivers for the Huskies. Peterson in the backfield with Thompson. 3rd and goal. Thompson takes it, gets it out to Martinez, and he is stuck for a loss.
Yeah, that was absolutely just blowed up there by North Wilkes. That didn't fool nobody. It looked, I believe it was Justin Hayes in on the tackle, but he read that good, and he made a good open field tackle.
Yeah, a good textbook form tackle by Hayes on the outside. 4th and goal. Thompson looks to throw. Throws across the middle, and it is touchdown Huskies. That was a laser by Thompson. Colin Estes on the touchdown for the Huskies. Good catch, went to the ground, made it, controlled it all the way through. And that was a big 4th down. touchdown for the Huskies. Manny Olvera comes on for the PAT. Snap is high, and it's up and good. So the Huskies now lead 20-6. We'll take another look at that. Wesley Thompson to Colin Estes. Touchdown on our Greens Excavating instant replay.
Your Ashe County Ford Drive summary. The Huskies went 68 yards in 10 plays, 4-yard touchdown pass from Wesley Thompson to Colin Estes. And the extra point by Manny Rivera was good. So that brings your score here in the second quarter. Your Ashe County Huskies 20, North Wilkes 6.
Been a productive first half for the Huskies. I think we've only punted one time, scored on their other drives.
Yes, and after what? The Mount Airy game, or what? I think we counted 14.
When the punter was the player of the game.
Yeah, and he deserved it.
He did. We worked his tail off that night.
So good job there. Good job by the Huskies here, though, showing some life. And Thompson, like you said, we hadn't said a whole lot. Talked, I guess, a little too much about Peterson, but Thompson's really throwing the football good and making good decisions.
Yeah, that was great. He put that where only Colin could catch it.
Yeah, and that's a play down at the goal line that they really like to run them.
We've seen it hundreds of times.
Yeah, the double slants on the inside and executed it well. And like you say, Thompson threw an absolute dart.
So, Mark, is this by design? They're just going to kick it out of bounds, take it to 35 and be done, or do you think there's something?
I think they're trying to kick it in a corner, dead man area, and not really give them too much room to return. But it's not working out for them.
So just under 7 minutes to go here in the first half. Huskies do lead 20-6. North Wilkes scored on their last possession. And we'll have it at the 35-yard line. White in the gun.
See what happens here, because like we said last drive, North Wilkes took a lot of time and a nice long drive.
Yeah.
And it didn't take the Huskies too long.
Mostly on the ground.
And about every bit of it on the ground.
White hands it off to Copeland on the outside, and the Huskies stretch it out, and he's going to get no gain.
And it looks like Andrew Peterson over there on the tackle. And yes, like you said, they've done a very nice job holding the edge and just stretching it out. All his buddies got their nice job on first down. They're going to say he got back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's the thing about speed. If you can just stretch it out, give everybody a chance to play their alleys. And
not give them no cutbacks or nothing. They're very, very good job there.
Second down, handoff up the middle, and the Huskies' defensive line is right there. He probably only got back to the line of scrimmage as well.
Yeah, it's trying to get the number. These Husky purple numbers are hard to read up here, but a very good tackle by whoever got in there on the tackle. Might have got to get there giving him a yard. I don't know if he got a yard or not. So big third down 9 here. See if we can get the ball back and, of course, put some more points on the board.
Now, you look at Collins' jersey right here, and that 80, that does not look like an 80. Looks like double zero. Third down and 9. He looks to throw, and he's got a man open and 9. If he caught that inbounds, that's a great catch.
Like they're going to spot.
Like they're going to, yeah.
So they do give him the catch. Brought out the arm right there, and then they didn't have to throw it on the last try, but they do look like they some potential there to make some plays with their passing game.
Big pickup on third down. First down for the Vikings across the 50-yard line. And White's going to keep it on first down. He's going to be tackled in the backfield once again. There's Blevins once again.
Blevins in there once again, and of course a lot of his buddies, but a loss of a yard right there. So good job by this Husky defense. Done a good job up until the big play on third down there.
5:20 on the time.
5:20 to go here in the first half. Huskies lead 20-6. North Wilkes driving once again. And try to get it quick out, and it is completed. Looked like a little Husky football there.
Yeah, look, that's definitely some air raid action right there. So, got it manageable third down here. So, it's going to be 3rd and 4.
Ball on the 39-yard line. Wide in the gun. 2 backs in the backfield. Takes a snap. Looks to throw on third down. He's got pressure and dumps it off. And Corbin, he just makes a couple guys miss. He's going to have the first down.
Yeah, you make that first tackle, you got him there. But anyway, he's shifty. So he does a good job breaking a few tackles there and picks up about 6 yards. And the Vikings keep this drive alive.
1st and 10. Vikings moving in from what, very beginning of the game, both offenses kind of just filling it out, and next thing you know, these offenses are just moving at will.
Yeah, they're both teams moving the football good here, and see what in Ashe, we score a little quicker, so the defense is on the field longer for Ashe.
And it ain't like we're a very deep team. And North Wilkes guys are going to burn a timeout. That is their second timeout. So, Mark, you'll have to remind me. I don't remember who got the opening kickoff.
I believe Ashe got the
kickoff. So North Wilkes will. That could be huge if they score here, then get the ball back to start the second half.
Of course, you see it a lot all the time.
Bill Belichick says good teams score before the half and get the ball back.
Yep, and that'd be really big. And looks like it's down. Just got another update here. 4:08 here with North using their second timeout out of the half and on the move here. So could be big. And of course, hey, they want to use the rest of that 4:08 and score. And
not give the Huskies a chance.
Like you say, get it back and then come out and score again.
First and 10. Looks to throw, dumps it out to Corbin, and if that's incomplete or behind the line, then they're going to call it incomplete. They're going to blow it dead. But, man, that's close to being backwards.
Well, I mean, you at least got to make them do something. Yeah, it was very close, but I don't know. Could have went either way, I guess. Didn't see it really that close, but go pick it up and make the officials blow it deader.
Incomplete pass. Less than 4 minutes now to play in the half.
North Wilkes man got a break there.
I sort of caught the tail end of it. You might have seen more than me, and but from what some people were over here saying beside us, they thought it was clearly backwards. But anyway, didn't nobody go pick it up?
Yeah, you got to sell it.
Yeah, you got to go pick it up.
Second down now for the Vikings. White looks to throw, and he's got it complete. Oh, dropped. Trying to move before he had it.
Yeah, it looked like we had a pretty good look at that, didn't we? That head was turning about the time it hit his hands there, and he just drops the football.
Yeah. Turned and forgot the ball. It's now big third down. 3rd and 10 for the Vikings.
Yeah, and as we said, on the flip side of this, huge for the Husky defense if they don't let them get in here.
3rd down, he's going to take the snap, and he's got room to the outside, and he's going to be close. He probably picked it up. Flag comes flying in from deep.
Hey, he shot-putted that flag. I mean, hey.
That's impressive.
Mm-hmm. But let's see here what we got. That's sort of in the territory of maybe a face mask or something of that sort. So, yep, definitely a face mask on us.
Add insult to injury there.
Yeah, so they're going to pick up the first down regardless, because even if it's a 5-yard or a personal foul, preliminary signal was not personal foul face mask. So, well, where they're marking it from, he already had the first down. So, big play right there for North Wilkes' offense.
So anyway, it's going to be first down for the Vikings.
Move the ball to about the 14-yard line.
First down from the 14, Husky 14.
It's first down and 10 inside the G&B Energy red zone.
We got all kinds of stuff going on.
And the wheels have fallen off here, Mark. And now we're set to play. Had to get the chains situated. Wyatt looks to throw on first down. He's got a man in the flats, and he overthrows him.
Yeah, he does. He had a chance at that, but Drew Rowland was coming pretty hard. We had that play covered pretty good, so now it's going to bring up second, and, well, they can't get a first down here. I believe they are on, about the 15-yard line?
Looks like they're going to spot the ball. What about the 14?
Ball is marked at the 14-yard line.
4 receivers for the Vikings.
Wide in the shotgun, ball on the far half.
Wyatt's going to keep it up the middle, and Huskies do a pretty good job.
Wyatt holds on.
Yeah, good job. But, down here the field shorten up, and every down counts. That's a good play on second down there. So that brings up a third and a long, I'm going to call it a long 6 here. So Huskies just need to bow their neck and see if they had a stance.
Third
early.
down's been their Achilles down so far on defense.
Especially on the last 2 drives.
You got to get points, try to get this back to a one-possession game if you're North Wilkes.
North using a lot of clock.
Wyatt in the pistol formation.
Wyatt's going to keep it, and it's going to be, he's just dragging some people, but he's going to be short of the first down.
We're fourth and what I'm going to call it 2, just looking from here. So going to be a huge fourth down.
I got a feeling they're just going to keep it in his hands.
I do too, and I hate to say it, but it looks like he had the pitch right there. He probably should have got rid of that football.
Yeah, he was running the minute he got the snap. He wasn't.
So you're going to bring up a huge 4th and 2 play here right at the end of the second half here.
And we're going to give him the first down.
Great job by Wyatt to utilize the hard count.
That's something we used to do a lot of, and it's come back to haunt us now.
Yeah, and we talked about it. That goes back. It don't matter what side of the football you're on, offense or defense. That's just a mental mistake that you cannot have in this
You
situation.
can't beat yourself. That will now be first and goal for the Vikings. Unsure the time left to go here in the first half. Huskies do lead 20-6.
4-yard line.
The Vikings have it first and goal.
And it goes back at, and you talked about it earlier, they're using a lot of clock here, and they get that ball to start the second half.
Wide in the gun. Hands off to the middle, number 24, and Hayes is going to be in for a Viking touchdown.
And that's just a gift right there. Just a bad mental mistake here by this Husky defense, and that's just a gift.
That brings the score to 20-12, Ashe County.
And it looks like the Vikings have a player down.
Looks like it's a North Wilkes player down.
Hampton's got his hands on his hips. He was not happy about the execution on that first down.
No, it's just that's really just a big mental error there, jumping off sides there on fourth down. But Huskies do still have the lead here, so of course we don't know. Maybe we'll get an update here in a minute. Don't know how much time's left. The Huskies do have 2 timeouts before the half. I'm going to guess there's maybe 2 minutes, maybe who knows?
Maybe.
We haven't been real good at guessing so far, so
It's got to be close. The band's ready to be on the field.
the band is definitely ready to be on the field. They've been standing over there a while, though.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen Coach Elliott on the sideline tonight.
Well, I hadn't either. We'll have to check on him. Maybe he took a day off.
Well, you know, he's been doing it for a long time.
Yeah.
Got a 2-point conversion with the King Wilkes. We're back in 30 seconds. It's Ashe County 20, North Wilkes.
He's still down over there. They're working on him. He's getting him to his feet now.
So and this is big. We talk about it a lot. These extra points here. This is big. If the Huskies be interesting to see. With the last time, the way the snap and the kicking game's been going, I believe they'll go for 2, don't you?
Yeah, I think so.
And welcome back to Ashe County High School. The injured
They are
I'm going to kick the PAT.
I see what. When that game's over, we just kind of sweep it all on the track. I wish Brian.
Vikings on for the PAT.
I don't know, Brian.
Snap, hold, kick is up, and it's good.
Extra point is to
Now it makes it 20-13.
Score 20-13. Ashe County.
Real curious to how much time's left.
I am too. I wish we would get an update here to see what the Huskies got to deal with right here. Of course, we know they're going to be aggressive with 2 timeouts and try to get some more points on the board. And like as you said,
2:02 on the time.
2:02. That's a lot of time for this Huskies offense. 2 timeouts.
Sure is. And you know what, Dusty? They need to put some points on the board.
Oh, yeah, they do.
Last 2 drives, this Viking team has drove it down the field on them, and as you said, they get the ball back to start the second half. So they need to put some points on the board. Right, it's a big drive.
It's not the varsity cheer team. It's just the variety cheer team.
They can't be a lot of time left.
I want to assume that's
2:02.
probably a typo.
2:02 left in the first half. We appreciate the information. So keep not a lot of time. Your 2-minute offense look you got to believe for Ashe.
Huskies back deep for the kick. Peterson back for the Huskies. It's going to go over all the Huskies'
You
heads.
got to pick it up. Pick it up, please, God, pick it up.
And Peterson finally picks it up.
God.
Holy cow. And it's going to get it up to about the 15. I don't know what was going on there. Lord have mercy.
Oh, Mr. Farmer, I thought we was going to have a ESPN top 10 follies right there because that was close.
They just kind of looked at each other. I mean,
Yeah, and I mean,
you get it. No, you get it. No, I don't think anybody's got to get it.
let's see.
Thompson hurries the offense out there. Vikings still running players out. Takes the snap, looks to throw on first down and pump and go, and he's got nobody to go. He's just going to take off up the middle, and he's going to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. Try to pump and go there, and the Vikings just wasn't biting.
No, they sure wasn't buying it right there and covered that good. So, was this second 10 here?
Second 10, Huskies offense working quick once again. Takes a snap. Thompson looks to throw.
Take what they give you.
And he's got Martinez at the 40, all the way down to the 45-yard line. He just waited and waited and waited for him.
Yeah, great time right there. And Martinez finally come open late. Good throw. And, man, if he could have broke one more tackle, he's off to the races.
Huskies quick back to the line. Thompson looks to throw on first down. Gets across the middle, and it's completed once again all the way up to the 30-yard line. That's Martinez once again. Huskies are working quick.
They are working quick. Of course, they do have the 2 timeouts here, but a good job. And Thompson and Martinez getting hot here.
In a little rhythm, Huskies back on the line.
103 left.
And North Wilkes going to use their last timeout.
And from what we were just told, you just said, yep, North Wilkes will use their last time out here. But that's going 103's left on the clock here, and the Huskies do have 2 timeouts. They are on the North Wilkes 29-yard line there, trying to get some points here before the half.
Yeah, and just back to Martinez there, moving the football for the Huskies, making quick work.
Yeah, so far, especially if they close this out, they've done a really good job with the 2-minute drill so far.
Thompson got the offense back on the line. 31-yard line. Thompson takes the snap, looks to throw. He's got a lot of pressure and set it up to Peterson. And he's crossed the 20, cuts it back to the 15, all the way down to the 14. And you said it, Mark, great call. They knew they were bringing pressure. They set up the screen to Peterson.
That's a nice another 20-yard gain here. They're getting some chunk plays here. Just a very nice call right there.
Huskies back on the line quick. Peterson moves to the other side. Going to motion Martinez. Look to throw. And he's got Peterson in the flats wide open and overthrows it. And he knows it. Seeing Thompson put his hands on his head, he wanted that one back.
Yeah, he just sailed that one a little bit. And, he just overthrew him a little bit. But, boy, he's really playing well here so far in the first half. And 40 seconds left on the clock here. The Huskies are on the 12-yard line here.
Thompson looks to throw, and it's picked off. And Peterson's going to have to run him down, and he does, just shy of the 45-yard line. And they read that one the whole way. Went to the well one too many times.
Yeah, and one thing there is, he stared it down the whole time, and really probably need to get a little more depth on your route, but that's just a huge, huge mistake right there by this Husky offense.
And now there's probably around 30 seconds to go. North Wilkes does not have any timeouts.
And you better not. We've seen this kid air the ball out. I don't know what North might do here, but you better not fall asleep on anything.
White looks to throw. He's got a man down the sideline. He throws his hand up, nowhere to go with the football. He's going to flick it out of bounds. That's a big, tall receiver on that sideline.
He sure is. He's a tall kid, and good coverage there by the Huskies. Of course, they're in the prevent here a little bit, and if North Wilkes could get a score here, it would be really
bad for.
Yeah, really huge for them because they're already going to take some momentum into the half here.
Second and 10. White looks to throw on second down. Moves across the middle, got a man open. Ball pops up and picked off by the Huskies. And it's going to be taken down right there where he picked it off. I think that's... Josh Poe.
Josh Poe's having a good game here tonight. Big interception here because they really didn't need to let him score. Don't know how much time's here, and hey, I think the Huskies will try to score again.
They're going to give it everything they got. There's no quitting these Huskies coaching staff. Thompson looks to throw, throws it across the middle again. It's picked off once again right in the middle of the field. And the Huskies going to have to take him down just shy of the 40.
Number 3, Drew Winkler on the interception this time for North Wilkes.
Yeah, and we don't know how much time, but I tell you, you cannot throw that ball right. They know you're going to throw the ball to Martinez right there. Just not a good decision.
So now it's North Wilkes offense back on the field. Vikings have it. The 42-yard line. White looks to throw. Just going to be a quick toss out to Corbin, and he breaks 1, 2, 3 tackles. And he's trying to get out of bounds, and he's still on his feet. And the ball comes out.
I think they're going to call him down there, but this has got to be pretty close to the end of the first half. Looks like they are signaling the end of the first half here.
So that's the end of the first half here from Husky Stadium, where your Ashe County Huskies lead 20-13. We'll be back with the second half, the SkyZhone HD Game of the Week.
When it comes to insurance, Miller Insurance has over 70 years of experience in the business. We offer auto, home, farm, and business insurance, along with several other products to make sure you have the right coverage that fits your needs. Before you renew, give us a call at 336-246-7151 or stop by at 107 South Jefferson Avenue in downtown West Jefferson. Miller Insurance is proud to support all our hometown teams.
Ashe County Ford in downtown West Jefferson wants to be your first and only choice for all your automotive needs. They offer a lifetime warranty on most of the vehicles they sell. They offer the best prices on new Fords and pre-owned vehicles, service, parts, or body shop repairs. And locally owned and operated with the friendliest and best staff, they are your answer for anything automotive you need. The High Country's Ford dealer since 1919. Ashe County Ford. You make the drive, we'll make the deal.
Welcome back to the SkyZone HD Game of the Week as we get ready to start the second half. Huskies do lead 20-13. North Wilkes does get the ball to start the second half. I am Dusty Farm. Along with me tonight is Mark Hudler. Manny Olvera set to kick off for the Huskies.
We are getting set for the opening kick in the second half. Score update of interest for you. Surrey Central leading.
We do have our scoreboard working, so we can give you some updates on some other area scores when we get a chance.
Ready to play football tonight.
Olvera kicks it off. It's going to be a short kick, and it's going to hit at 25. It's going to take a bounce. It's going to around, and they're just going to have to fall on it, and Huskies almost recovered one there.
Yeah, they almost got a break here to start the second half. Good coverage. Let's see if this defense get a little break here and come out and get a stop.
25-yard line for the opening drive of the second half of the game.
Wyatt set to get this North Wilkes offense going once again. They had a lot of success to end the first half, except for that late interception. Handoff, a little confusion, and they didn't know where to go. And Wyatt's going to take off and going to be tackled after maybe a 1 yard gain.
And again, Trivet there on the stop. He played a well of a first half here, or second half. And it'll be 2nd and 7 here. And the Huskies really need to get the football back here because they're moving the football. They just got to quit shooting themselves in the foot.
They do give him, looks like a 2 yard gain. Wyatt takes a snap, looks to throw on second down. All kinds of time, gets it in the flats, about the 30, or excuse me, in the middle of the field to the 30. Maybe a 2 or 3 yard pickup.
Yeah, nice job actually there by Husky. Dropped in their zone. They had the D's looking to go deep. They had it covered. And a good tackle again by Trivet there to stop the underneath stuff. So looks like it's going to be 3rd and 4 here.
3rd and 4 for the Vikings. Pistol look. Huskies almost jumped on the hard count. Takes a high snap, handoff up the middle, and Huskies had him wrapped up. He breaks loose. He's going to have the first down and finally going to be taken out of bounds.
Big, good hard run there by Copeland. One of those deals where you had him, but you got to get him to the ground, and we just did not get him to the ground. Big first down pickup for North Wilkes here.
10 yard gain for the Vikings on 3rd down. First down for the Vikings. Four wide receivers. Wyatt's going to just keep it up the middle, and he breaks one tackle, and he's going to be finally dragged down, but not after a pretty good gain on first down.
Yeah, another 8 yards or so, 7 there. Just again, North Wilkes pretty much is starting back where they left off there at the end of the second quarter, really moving the football well here.
Second 3 coming up now for the Vikings.
Second down for the Vikings. 4 receivers. Pistol look once again for Wyatt. Looks to throw. Gets the quick pass. That's complete out to number 2.
Yeah, good. That's a little Ashe County look right there. Just pop up, throw the quick out, pick up about 5 or 6 yards, get the first down, move the chains. Starting to see here, coming out here, trying to balance it up a little bit. They have thrown it a little bit, and they've been successful, but they are pretty much doing what they want right now offensively.
Yeah, they are. I mean, they're having success running, having success throwing.
And they got their hands on their hips, and I'm sure they're tired here, but they did just have a break.
Pistol look once again. Handoff up the middle, big hole. He breaks a couple tackles. He's going to have another 10, 11-yard gain on first down.
And I'm sure you notice the same thing I do, Mr. Farmer. We're starting to try to get this guy high, and we can't hit him high. So going to have to figure out something here to try to get this North Wilkes offense off track. Because since that one drive there where they were driving it good and had a few bad snaps and stuff, they've not done any, they've not made the mistake. So they do give them a first down here.
They have picked up first down through the air on this possession, first down on the ground this possession. Well-balanced drive so far, and we're on the verge of jumping off sides once again.
Yeah, they got us very unbalanced right now.
And off once again, and he slips down.
Yeah, he tried to cut it back there. It looked like he had a little bit of gap there, a cutback lane, and of course that dude was falling, so that field's going to get a little slick now. And I don't know that we've mentioned this, but it is absolutely a beautiful night for football.
It is. This is football mountain weather right here.
Football Friday night is it is a beautiful night here in the mountains.
Wyatt's going to keep it left side once again. And he spins, and he's going to pick up maybe 2 or 3 yards.
And just a host of Huskies right there. Pretty nice job by whoever's out there on the edge. We're a long way away, and I can't tell. He kept him and made him cut it back up, and he got a lot of help there. It's going to be third, and we're going to call it 5 here. And North Wilkes has got the ball down to about the Huskies' 28-yard line.
Huskies need to be disciplined here and not jump off sides.
Yeah, and you can't say on that last drive they did give them a first down, just a real bad mental mistake.
Corbin and Bogus in the backfield with Wyatt. And Wyatt's going to keep it, and he's going to be stopped short of the first down.
And that is a good job by Blevins there, I believe, was the first initial guy. He might have got a yard. So, of course, this is 4-down territory for sure. So let's see if his Husky team can get off the field here and get a big 4th-down stop.
Been a long time since they got off the field.
It sure has. I mean, like we say, the last 2 drives of the second half there, North Wilkes really had their way so far on this drive, but we do have them in a good 4th and say 4 or 5 here with a chance to hold.
4th down, split back, looks to throw on 4th down. Got it caught and completed for the first down. Gets it down to the 20-yard line.
I thought I seen that ball come loose, but just a nice play right there, just a little quick, and picked up about 7 yards, so they're going to keep this drive alive here.
Just went to the sticks and turned around, basically.
Yeah, just went to the sticks, turned around, caught the football, and might have got up the field about for another 2 yards there. But this North Wilkes offense has really got the defense off balance right now.
Wyatt hands off to Bogus up the middle, and he's going to pick up positive yards on first down. And they're just pushing us around right now.
That's about all you can say. They're winning the line of scrimmage, and when that happens,
We've won in the trenches.
We've said that many a times, and yes, it's one up front.
975 3716.
2nd and 5 now for the Vikings.
3716. If you get that winning ticket, bring it up to the press box. 975
Two backs in the backfield with White. 3 wide receivers, high snap, handoff to Corbin. And he's got it all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Yeah, just a nice seam right there. He turned it up hard, hit it hard, and I'm sure that's going to be another first down here. So they're going to have it first and goal from about we're 7-yard line, I guess, here.
About 6-yard line. First and goal now coming up for the Vikings.
And the best thing about this is without the clock on guessing.
White in the gun, 2 backs in the backfield. Hand off to Bogus, and he is finally cut down. I thought he was going to walk in.
I did too. Somebody closed it there. It might have been Lucas Spencer, they're saying here. Come in and got him. He did pick up a couple, so it's going to be 3rd and goal from, it looks like, about the 3-yard line.
They bring up to about the 3-yard line. Second goal further.
Bring up 2nd down and goal.
2nd goal now for the Vikings. And White's going to keep it in the pitch. And Corbin's going to get to the corner end zone. And we talked about him, that pitch earlier, and he pitched at that time. He just walked in.
I'm going to assume that was talked about at halftime. I mean, because they had the pitch there a couple of times the first half, didn't pitch it. Good adjustment there, and got the pitch, and they score, and a chance here to the extra point to tie this ball game up.
Absolutely. Yeah, at one point the Huskies were up 20-7. Now it's could be 20-20.
Yeah, it sure was.
20-6.
North Wilkes offense has really come alive here on their last 3 drives. Big extra point here.
Extra point is up and no good. That's a big break for the Huskies.
Yeah, it was low, and we really can't tell from where we're at, but I thought it sort of went through there. But anyway, that's a big point right there, miss. So now it's, of course, here in the 3rd quarter, Miller Insurance scoreboard, Ashe County 20, North Wilkes 19.
And, Mark, one thing we didn't really talk about, but, 2 drives in the 1st quarter, North Wilkes kind of just self-destructed. And it wasn't nothing really we did. It was what they did. And now they've cut the errors out and
pretty much
they have, yeah.
On the last 3 drives. You're exactly right there. So they're going to have to figure something out here. We're going to have to get the football here, keep moving the football, and not making the mistakes.
4:57 to go here in a quick 3rd quarter.
They took start with 12-4. They took.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, it could be. They went on a long drive there. In the 3rd quarter here. But our updates wasn't real reliable in the first half.
No, they were not. Yeah.
Well, great, like you said, the great thing was that they needed to do something with that first drive, and they did.
Peterson back deep for the Huskies.
About 5 minutes on the clock.
And we got a flag. He's all about that offsides on the kickoff, isn't he?
Yeah, I've never caught that unless he was a yard past the ball when they kicked it. As Dan Norman used to tell me, that was a rule like Norton.
I mean, yeah.
When did you fish it? I've called him before. God, back.
So they're going to kick it once again out from the 35.
I quit when my son was a senior in high school. He graduated in 18. I done it for 10 years. At the boat clinic. What's your name? Mark Cutler. I worked in state championship in.
And Peterson's going to get it at about the 11-yard line. Up the sideline, breaks a couple tackles, going to be finally taken down at about the 30-yard line.
Stop by number 40, Jane, as Zane brings it up to the 30-yard line. First drive of the game. Little under 5 minutes to play here in the 3rd quarter.
So Thompson brings the Husky offense out. Ball on the 30-yard line. Huskies lead 20-19.
Got 2 receivers to both sides. Snap comes.
Thompson hands it off up the middle to Peterson. He's going to get a couple hard yards.
I do sometimes.
Peterson on the carry.
Looks like they're going to give him 3 yards on first down. Bring him to 2nd and 7.
So nice job there by Huskies getting a positive play on first down. They got to get their feet back under them here. Got a 1-point lead here, so they need to put some points on the board.
I see. It's been a long time since the Huskies put points on the board.
Come out and scored 13 in the first quarter and 6.
Thompson looks to throw. He's got it across the middle to Martinez. He's going to have enough for a Husky first down.
Number 1, SkyZhone Martinez. That's good for a first down for the Huskies.
Yeah, nice job. He's working, and we got some stuff going on in the middle, and Thompson's throwing some good balls in there.
Coming up now for the Huskies from the 43.
3 receivers to this side. Thompson in the gun with Peterson. Thompson looks and he's got the out, and it goes through Peterson's hands. Andrew was looking to turn that one upfield.
He sure was, but that's what we talk about right there. That's a play that gets you off track. You got to catch that football right there. You can't have a drop.
Three receivers once again to this side. And a flag.
Maybe he's going to call lined up against the defense. He threw it that way. We'll take it.
Offsides against the Vikings. Still lined up in the neutral zone.
Yeah, lined up in the neutral zone there, so that's going to help here. 5-yard penalty, make it 2nd and 5 here.
2nd and 5 now for Thompson. 3 receivers this side. Low snap, hands it off to Peterson up the middle. He breaks through. He's got the first down. And he cuts back. He's across the 40. Still on his feet. He's at the 35. And, man, Peterson has just had some hard yards tonight.
I tell you, he's done a great job. I don't know what the count is, but he's had some good holes to get started, and then he's finished some runs with some really good hard yards.
You know, they always talk about backs not, their feet not stopping. His feet never stop.
They never stop.
He does a gain of 17 yards by Matthew Peterson, and he should have been brought down no more than 8 or 9.
2 backs in the backfield now with Thompson.
Split backfield here.
Hand off to Peterson once again. He cuts it back up the middle. He's got a nice hole. And he's going to be close to another Husky first down.
Real nice hole right there by that offensive line. Give him some credit, Brent Blevins and them up there. Done a good job right there. A little rhythm here in the running game, so that's good to see. And I was going to say the play before on the 17-yard run by Peterson, you got to give Thompson some credit for handling a bad snap and getting the handoff off.
Thompson looks to throw on 2nd and short. He's going to the end zone. He's got Peterson. And we're going to see if he gets... Oh, he's going to say he's out of bounds.
Pass incomplete, out of bounds.
Man, he looked like he got a foot down.
It was close, but I do think he was out of bounds. That ball just led him there a little bit, and there's another one that we're going to want back.
Stumbled backpedaling. It was all over with the grind if it wasn't for him being too far away from the back column.
So huge play here. 3rd and 3, of course, 2 down territory, but you need to pick up this first down right here.
Thompson with 2 backs. Look for Peterson to get the football right here. And handoff is to Peterson. He cuts it back. He's going to try to get the corner. Got that L, but he slips down, but he does have enough for the first down. Good block on that outside. I'm not sure who the lineman was, but he had his man sealed off.
Yeah, it was. It looks like it's, again, we can't read these numbers. I'm going to say 73 or 5 over there. And anyway, nice job by Peterson to pick up first down. Good, hard 4-yard run right there.
Quick throw by Thompson. He barely had that football in his hands, but he got it out to Drew Rowland to about the 12-yard line.
Nice pick up right there. Good read. Got about 8 yards.
Second down coming up for the Huskies.
2nd and 2 for the Huskies. Takes the handoff is to Drew Rowland, and nowhere to go for Rowland. He's going to be just close.
According to the spots here, so it's going to bring up most likely.
It's a good surge by the offensive line because he didn't have a lot of.
Bring up 3rd and very short.
For the Huskies.
You gotta believe. You gotta have an idea of where this one's going to.
Yeah, he's bringing back in his H-back to Red.
Yeah.
That ball's going to Peterson.
Yeah.
Extra blockers at the right side of that offensive line for Ashe County.
And handoff is to Peterson. He got a big hold. It closes quickly, but he stays on his feet once again. Man, he just keeps fighting.
I tell you what, and he done that pretty much on his own. I mean, like you say, it opened up big and it closed in a hurry, and they got him, and I believe he's going to get the, see where the spot is, yeah, he's going to get the first down, but not by much.
Will be 1st and goal for the Huskies.
But it's first and goal coming up for Ashe County. And you got about the 8-yard line.
3 receivers this side.
First down and goal inside the G&B Energy red zone at the North Wilkes 8-yard line.
And off to Peterson. He cuts back. He stays on his feet somehow.
He stays on his feet.
See, that's the old running back drill right there. Now he popped his hand
Put
down.
that hand down.
Yeah, he slipped on the wet turf there, and he popped his hand down and probably got 4 or 5 more yards out of doing that.
2nd and goal coming
So 2nd and goal.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter.
Well,
That's a quick 3rd quarter.
quick 3rd quarter there, and good job by the Huskies here trying to answer this drive. Let's hope they can finish it.
So at the end of the 3, Huskies lead 20-19. We're back to the 4th quarter. SkyZhone HD Game of the Week.
When it comes to insurance, Miller Insurance has over 70 years of experience in the business. We offer auto, home, farm, and business insurance, along with several other products to make sure you have the right coverage that fits your needs. Before you renew, give us a call at 336-246-7151 or stop by at 107 South Jefferson Avenue in downtown West Jefferson. Miller Insurance is proud to support all our hometown teams.
Ashe County Ford in downtown West Jefferson wants to be your first and only choice for all your automotive needs. They offer a lifetime warranty on most of the vehicles they sell. They offer the best prices on new Fords and pre-owned vehicles, service, parts, or body shop repairs. And locally owned and operated with the friendliest and best staff, they are your answer for anything automotive you need. The High Country's Ford dealer since 1919. Ashe County Ford. You make the drive, we'll make the deal.
Welcome back to the SkyZone HD Game of the Week as we get ready to start the 4th quarter. Huskies lead 20-19. We'll quickly update you with some scores we have around the area. Looks like Avery and Drawn leads 26-20. Mount Airy is up on South Stokes 48-0. That's a very good Mount Airy football team, as we know.
Excellent football team.
Patton leads Madison 26-7. And Mitchell over Owen 48-21. Mountain Heritage is up on, looks like Rosman 45-7. And that's about it. A lot of teams are off tonight, and we would have been off tonight if it hadn't been for this was a makeup from COVID.
Yeah, we sure would have been, of course, in start conference play next week, but it is a makeup. But here we go. Ashe County's 2nd and goal here. Big play.
2nd goal for the Huskies as we start the 4th quarter. Ball looks to be on about the 4-yard line. Hand off to Peterson. He tries to get outside. He breaks a couple tackles, but just nowhere for him to go. We'll see if we can give him forward progress. He's going to lose yards.
Yeah, just a good job there. They were looking for that, and they sniffed it out, done a good job right there. So now we're going to have 3rd and goal from, about the 6-yard line here.
Yeah.
So we'll call that a loss of 2 on that last play. And these Huskies really need to get some points on the board here.
This might be a good time for that double slant once again.
They do like that play down here.
Four wide receivers to break inside on the slant. If you're one of these safeties or corners, snap comes.
And that's
Here it
exactly what they're
comes,
running.
and it gets it right through Collins' hands.
It looks like we missed the football, and Coach Farmer, you called it there. They do like it down here. So 4th and goal from about the 6-yard line, and we really need to punch this ball in right here. Big
After 6 or 7, how long we've been doing this, we've seen the same plays basically.
Oh yeah, and a lot of success. So let's see here what the Huskies dial up right here.
Big 4th down for the Huskies, 4th and goal from the 6.
Points off the board. Thompson at the shotgun.
Thompson in this gun. They're going to bring pressure straight up the middle, and he gets rid of it, and it's incomplete.
And North Wilkes gets the defensive stand.
Man, that's two incompletes we should have had.
That's a drop football. That is definitely just a drop football. Bad break there for the Huskies. One thing you got to do here is, all you can say is this defense has got to keep this field position and not let North change field position. See if they can stop them. They hadn't stopped them in the last 3 drives, so of course they're going to look to grind it out here, and it's 20-19 here. The Huskies with the lead. Defense needs to step up.
Their own 5-yard line. 95 yards to Peter. Let's see if they can use some clock as they go forward.
Wyatt's going to keep it on 1st down, trying to get some room to breathe. He's going to get a couple on 1st down.
Yeah, nobody's used any timeouts here, so in the 4th quarter, so we have a long, I'd say 4th quarter here, but not a bad on 1st down to hold them to 2 yards here.
Second 8, we'll call it.
Second down and 8.
Wyatt in the gun, 2-back set. Takes the snap, looks to throw on 2nd down. Gets it, quick pass, and it's dropped.
And that sort of helps the Huskies there, stops the clock.
Yeah, long 3rd down.
Yeah, long 3rd down there, but that's in case of the dropsies there too. That's a football that should have been caught. So, as I said before this started, it'd just be huge for them to get a stop here, make them punt the football from their own end zone. Anything can happen.
3rd and 8 now for the Vikings. Wyatt with 2 backs in the backfield, 3 wide receivers. Looks to throw on 3rd down. He's got pressure straight up the middle. Official gets in the way, then he gets rid of it, and it's completed to number 2 down the sideline. And he's all the way down to the 45-yard line.
And I tell you, we've had a hard time on 3rd down tonight, and that is just a huge play. You got to, great throw. You got to just get ready to say, you got to give North Wilkes quarterback a lot of credit. He got away from some pressure, got his feet set, and just threw the dart.
Ball down to about the 44-yard line for North Wilkes. 1st and 10 coming.
Be 1st and 10 all the way down to the 44-yard line. Almost a 40-yard pickup.
Oh, yeah, every bit 48. Now, I tell you, I thought he was off for the races
I did
there
too.
for a minute.
Snap comes, it's a handoff.
And out to Corbin, he's pushing people out of his way. He's finally going to be tackled after about a 6-yard gain.
Yeah, they're really, they just
Kind of, I don't know.
methodically just sort of reminds me of Watauga last week. They're just methodically moving the football.
Not doing anything super fancy.
No, sir. And now that they've got the passing game going here a little bit, they really got our defense off balance.
2nd down. Actually, 7 games instead of 6.
2nd and 3 now for the Vikings.
2nd down and 3. Split backfield here.
And he's going to keep it for Wyatt. Power to the right side, and he's going to pick up maybe 2 yards.
That's a great play by Andrew Peterson over there to set the edge and get off his block and make the tackle. Going to bring up 4th and 2 yards here.
And it's just 3rd down now.
3rd and 2.
Don't get this here. Come up a yard short. Is it hold down here?
3rd and short now for the Vikings.
Shut that door, bud.
Coach Wojcicki's hungry for that win. Split backfield here for North Wilkes. Ball in the far hash.
White in the gun, takes the high snap. He's going to take off up the middle, and the Huskies going to meet him, but second effort might have got it. It's going to be close.
Just power right there. We done a good job, but I'm like you, a good second effort by White there, and it's going to be awful close. So it looks like they're going to, looks like they may have to measure this one. I think they're going to take it out to his foot there, and they're going to measure it a little.
He's going to look at it first. And he's going to call a timeout, and he's going to measure. Here it looks like he got it.
Yeah, I think he got it too. It does look like we're a long ways away, of course.
Just looking at the scoreboard. Only really change I see is Mountain Heritage now leads 52-13. Avery still trails by 4. North Stokes and Starmount are tied at 0.
So they are calling it a little short here.
Wow, yeah, it's going to be a little short. Be 4th and inches.
Yeah, I mean, it can't be over a chain link here. So
you think they broke out that card?
Great effort by White. Just a matter of where the spot ends up being.
All right, so it's 4th down. It's 4th down.
I doubt they take the ball out of the quarterback's hands.
I'm looking for the power play right up the middle.
Good chance for a hard count.
Yeah, got to be aware of the hard count. Not be smart, not jump off sides and give them a cheap one.
Subjective to object very quickly.
I hate this shotgun in 4th and inches situations. You force yourself to really gain about 4 or 5 yards.
4th and inches.
So it'll be 4th and inches. White's in the gun. Huskies could really use a bad snap right here.
It's something. I mean,
Something.
Get some good penetration.
Yeah,
right
don't
here.
jump off sides, hand off. He's going to keep it on the option play, and he's got it. Boy, that is risky. Flag coming in.
Flag coming in late here. I didn't see where it could have been anything on the tackle. Did you?
No.
What's the time on the game?
I have no idea.
It'll be a hold against the Vikings. Big break for the Huskies.
That's a huge break for the Huskies. I thought that was a pretty gutsy play by
Gotta go
North to
option
go
on
to
the
the
outside.
outside. We had a chance to drop him in the backfield, but of course his speed got around and did pick up the first down with a hold. That's a huge, huge break for the Huskies right here.
Now it's a long 4th down for the Vikings. We'll call it 4th and a long 8.
And of course, we don't know how much time, but the way they've been moving the football, they're going to go for it here, of course. But
I think I'd punt if I was North Wilkes at this point.
it is an interesting call here. I would like to know how much time's in the game. You could punt and try to pin them down there.
Especially the way your defense has been playing.
Yeah, and they've had some turnovers, so we'll see what
And-
happens here. Big play for the Huskies.
Don't jump off sides, get any free yards here, and they're going to snap. White's looking to throw. He's going to try to get the outside. He looks to throw down the middle. He's got a man open, and it's completed. And once again, they get behind the Huskies' defense.
I don't know who's on the coverage over there, but he's peeking into the backfield there, and I mean the quarterback's not going to hurt you. You can't peek into the backfield, and that's just a huge pickup. That's a backbreaker.
Yeah. All the way down to we'll go to the 15-yard line.
To the 15-yard line of Ashe County inside the GNB Energy red zone.
So now this Husky defense really got to come up big.
You got to create
How many
something.
times have they picked up a first down on 3rd or 4th down?
Yeah.
This drive.
Big hole up the middle for Bogus.
August is
Bogus on the air.
going to be to the 10-yard line. It's going to be a 5-yard gain for August.
So now you know they're going to milk some clock right here.
They're going to milk all they can and just, of course, try to stick it in here. I'm sure the Huskies they couldn't use that much time. Huskies going to have time to get the ball back here. Hopefully we can hold them out of the end zone here. Second and about 6 right here from North has got the ball, on about the 11-yard line.
Yeah. 2nd and 6 from the 11. Not sure how much time's left to go here in the fourth quarter. Huskies lead 20-19. And he goes into the end zone. I don't even know how to call that, Mark. I mean, they run into each other.
And somehow the running back comes out of there with him for a 12-yard touchdown.
I mean, I don't even know what to say.
When it rains, it pours. I don't know. That's just a tough break right there. Thought they were going to mess around and all 3 of them fall.
I did too. I mean, Balkas is still hurt. He's bent over. They're going to go for 2 here.
Now it's 26-20 North Wilkes, and they're going to go for 2. Here's the thing about it, if you can somehow get this 2-point conversion, it forces Ashe County's hand.
Big 2-point conversion, Mark.
Huge 2-point conversion. If they get it, Ashe has got to score 8 instead of 7 or whatever, or 6.
Hand off. The ball gets up the middle, and he just walks in.
And it is a big 2-point conversion here. So North Wilkes has come all the way back here in the fourth quarter. We do not know how much time's left, but they've taken a 8-point lead here. It's now North Wilkes.
That's 21 unanswered points.
21. You're exactly right. It's now 28-20 here, North Wilkes.
Oh, okay, 27. That's a little better.
Okay. No scoreboard. We can't. I want to be recruited.
Well, I went to Northwest, so.
6:31 on the top.
6:31. Okay.
6 minutes and 31 seconds left.
6:31. The Huskies got the ball down 7.
And Ashe County about to receive the kickoff.
Let's see here if we can finish the job. And one thing we didn't mention, the Vikings went 95 yards after holding the Huskies there on 4th and goal. So just very impressed here with this North Wilkes team.
And Coach Hampton said they were good.
Oh, yeah. He said they were very good. He thought it was an even match game, and he's been right so far. It's been a very competitive football game here. And the difference is Ashe has made too many mistakes. Turnovers and just
Big 3rd and 4th down defense.
Defense, yeah. I mean.
Peterson back deep for the Huskies.
But also on that 95-yard drive, you got to believe that they held.
Peterson takes it at the 10. He's crossed the 20. Trying to get to the outside, and he's going to have it about the 30-yard line.
Peterson on the kickoff return.
You got 6.5 minutes left in this football game.
Big possession here, Mark.
I mean, you got 6.5 minutes.
6.5 minutes. A young football team.
Young football team. They're going to have to, because I don't know if they do not score, I don't know if they'll get it back.
I don't think they will either. Vikings lead 27-20. Thompson in the gun, takes a snap, and I think somebody took a timeout. North Wilkes took a timeout. A big break for the Huskies because we were about to jump.
It did look like we were about to jump here. North Wilkes used their first timeout here of the second half. Ashe still got all 3. And just for instance here, Mr. Farmer, if we go down and score, do we kick the extra point or do we go for 2?
I always heard you go for the win at home.
Well, yeah. I don't disagree.
What do you do?
Well, kicking game's iffy. I'm probably going for 2.
Yeah.
From behind to get their first lead of the night, 27-20.
Huskies will have it 1st and 10 from the 30. 6.5, Mark, is that right?
6.5.
6.5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Three receivers to the far top.
See if we have a chance to tie this thing up.
Three receivers to the top. One long receiver to the bottom. Thompson looks to throw. Gets it out to Peterson in the flats. He cuts back across the middle. He's got positive yards, trying to bounce it outside. And a flag coming in, and this is probably coming back.
Yeah, it's probably going to be a hold or a blindside block or something. I don't know, but that's most likely coming back there after a good play by the Huskies. Yeah, blindside block.
Yeah. That's a, is that a 15-yard?
Yeah, I think it is a 15-yarder. It is 15 yards. Big
penalty,
right
yeah.
But I mean, that's just a point of the emphasis. And if you're anyone behind the play, you just need to stop.
And he's backing up 15 yards. It's going to take it all the way back to almost the 20-yard line. Now it's first and a country mile for the Huskies.
They just got to work and try to get back into between the chains and pick up a first down somehow.
And they're backed all the way up to Greenfield. They're going to have to go to Walmart. Thompson looks to throw on first down. And another flag. I'm going to guess it's another in the area of holding.
We're just sort of self-destruction here. And it was clearly a hold right in front of the quarterback. So you're going to back us up even more.
25 yards of penalties in two plays, going the opposite direction.
It's not a good thing.
No, not when you don't have 20 yards.
Especially when you're trying to drive down and get this ball game tied. And again, I mean, the Huskies have played better tonight, but it still has been the self-inflicted.
And that's a young
mistakes.
football. That's
It's
just
a
part of
very
a young football team, you know.
Yeah, it is.
Well, Mark, we've reached the point in the game where the officials have lost. Oh, it's going to be a hold. They're going to decline it.
Look at it. They don't want to give them another down
Yeah.
here.
We got one final score to tell you about. Fort Bush Hops West Wilkes, 48-4.
So second down in country mile.
Yeah, second to country mile for Thompson. Looks to throw on second down. He's got pressure straight at the middle. And he almost throws an interception. Holy cow. There's a reason that young man plays defense. Man.
I mean, that was right to him. I think
He'd expected it.
I think he was as surprised as anybody to football just to be thrown right to him. So
He said, Coach, no one was more surprised than I, but that football came to me.
So huge third down play right here, and we ain't got to get it all. We got to get some.
Just got to get some positive yards. And I think Hampton's going to probably take a timeout. No, North Wilkes going to take a timeout.
So he's used two here on this drive, but he knows how important it is, and he's kept them down here.
Don't want to give up a big play like we've done.
Yes, answer me this, Mr. Farmer.
How much?
Do you dare punt the football here?
I don't know. You
about
don't
have
get on 30,
to,
you
don't
might
you?
have to, because you can't give them that field position. I mean, you have to.
You about have to.
I mean, we make that decision not knowing how much time's left, but
You're right. Did we hear you say?
He said 4 or something, but I can't.
4 something.
for something to go here in the fourth quarter.
How much time?
So it's third and long for the Huskies.
We're going to stop the game if we don't see how much time.
With about 4 minutes left, we're thinking.
We're thinking somewhere in the neighborhood of 4 minutes. 4 receivers for the Huskies. It'll be third and 22. Thompson takes a snap, looks to throw. He's got pressure straight up the middle. Gets the screen, it falls incomplete. So now, Mark, we're going to get to find out the answer to that question. He's punting it.
Team out. You cannot give them the football right here. I mean, too many things going to happen. They could maybe muff it. That'd be a huge break here, and but they're going to have to come up somehow and punt this football away and get it back here.
Only good thing, Huskies do have all their timeouts. If they can get some stops, but you got to get stops first.
Yeah, and they hadn't stopped them since about halfway through the second quarter.
And he gets a good punt away. Now if we can take a Husky roll. So the ball's going to stop at about the 46-yard line.
So the Huskies, in the worst of ways, Mr. Farmer, need a turnover or a 3-and-out right here.
4 minutes to go, roughly.
Roughly 4. Huskies are behind, 27-20.
27-20. May see a lot of White keeping the football right here. And he's going to keep it on first down. Cuts back, picks up 7-8 yards on first down. And that's not.
Ashe will use a timeout here.
Yeah, Ashe's going to use a timeout. And if you're picking up 7-8 yards on first down, I mean.
Tough. Wyatt has played he's as good as advertised. And he throws the football well, too. Done a very nice job here.
They don't give up on plays.
No, he don't. Just trying to see here what grade Mr. Wyatt was in. He is a senior.
Yeah, Huskies, I mean, I feel like they're just going to keep running the same play. They're going to keep.
I mean, they're either going to give it to 4 or 5, or like you say, keep it in White's hand, not take a chance on handing the football off.
Mm-hmm. Peterson.
How much time left? Hey.
Second and short for the Vikings. High snap, handoff is to Corbin. He's got the outside, and he finally gets tackled, but not until he's down to about the 30-yard line.
Yeah, that's a tired Husky defense out there.
They've been on the field a lot tonight.
They sure have. They're missing a lot of tackles. And give North Wilkes credit now and then. I'm telling you, they're tired of them big boys leaning on them, too.
They are, yeah. I guess he stayed inbound.
I think he did.
I wasn't sure since the Huskies didn't use the timeout. So. First down. Hand off. The ball is up the middle. Huskies do stand tall there. And Coach Ham's going to use a timeout.
And the timeout called by Ashe County.
And this is the bad thing, you know. The scoreboard goes out, and right now it's a huge disadvantage to the home team.
Yeah, and for the coaches and everybody. I mean, you know, and I'm sure the officials on the side here are trying to keep them updated as much as they can, but it's a hard deal there.
Yeah. And, you know, we talked to Hampton after the Mount Airy game. We were so impressed with their scoreboard.
Right.
And, you know, he's trying to get a new scoreboard.
Yeah, he is.
They pick up another first down, they could easily just take some knees.
Well, Dusky's down to one timeout. It's about to get to knee time if we don't get a stop right here. We got to have another big stop. I think you let the clock run here, and then if you get them stopped on third down, you call it.
Yep. Second down. Second and long for the Vikings. And off is to Corbin. Looks like we got a false start. It's a break for the Huskies. Oh, offsides on the offense. Guess somebody lined up offsides.
Yeah, must have lined up offsides there. So you're going to back them up 5 or a break here for the Huskies. We need to keep moving them back here.
Offside against North Wilkes.
We got to figure out somehow to get the football back.
Oh, absolutely.
Second and 15 coming up now for the Vikings.
Second 15 now for the Vikings. Wyatt takes a snap. He's got pressure, nowhere to go, and he finally goes down. Hampton's going to use that timeout, I'm sure, right here. Or maybe not.
He's going to, I guess, save it and use it after this third down play here.
Loss on the play for North
Man, it'd be nice if we knew much time.
Yes, it sure would.
About the 43-yard line.
Huge play here.
Huge
but
play.
Boy, have they not picked up some huge plays when they really needed them.
Yeah, third and long really hadn't been a disadvantage for the Vikings.
It has not.
Can't let anyone get behind you. Vikings lead 27-20. Got the football, long third down, throw it back to the screen. Got blockers, as said. And he's not going to have the first down. He's going to get back to about the original line of scrimmage. So it's going to be 4th and 10.
I tell you, that got him some yardage there to give him a shot here. And Hampton does use his last time out.
Yep, 4th and 10. So at this point, it's just more clock than anything.
Oh, yeah. Now, I wish maybe we will get one. We've been getting some. Maybe I'd love to have a clock update right here. Here's the thing, Mark. If we don't know how much time's left.
No. We're out of timeouts.
Oh, we're up against it. We're up against here, and because they can't.
Okay, here's a question for you: does the clock stop on change of possession?
Yes.
And does it start back on the snap or on the ready?
The snap.
Okay.
And we'll stop on first downs too, but
got to get some.
You got yeah, just really the last possession there was not good.
No. So 4th and 10 for the Vikings. Wyatt with Corbin in the backfield. Pistol look. Takes a snap, looks to throw, going to flip it out to Corbin. And he's going to be tackled short of the first down.
Oh, I thought he had a chance there. Good job by the Husky defense there rallying to make the tackle. So we're going to get the football back here. And I would love to know, just like we said, how much time. Can't be a whole lot.
What's your guess?
Under 2.
I was going to say a minute 30.
I'd love to know.
.241 to go here in the 4th. Thompson with the football. Looks to throw on first down. Pressure comes, steps up, got Colin Estes, and he's still on his feet up to the 50-yard line. Great catch by Colin. Great throw by Thompson. So there's more time than we thought.
More time than I would have, than you thought, but I did say under 2, didn't I? So, yeah, more time than we thought. So they got a chance here. Nice pickup on first down there. Got it all the way up to the 50.
Thompson in the shotgun, looks to throw. Flicks it out to Peterson. He tries to make a guy miss, and he stays on his feet, but he's going to lose yards.
Pretty good pressure there by North coming in there late, and he had to get rid of the football.
Huskies back quick to the line. Thompson in the gun. 3 receivers to the far side. Takes a snap, looks to throw. He's got pressure coming up. He steps up, misses it, tries to get it loose, and it's almost intercepted. Holy cow.
So we'll bring up 3rd and 11 here. Yeah, Thompson under a lot of duress.
A lot of pressure.
And, probably should just tried to take off and maybe run there and get what he could get, but he threw that ball up, and we are lucky that this game they're not taking knees right now.
Absolutely. 3rd and 11 now for Thompson. Ball just shy of the 50-yard line. Takes a snap, looks to throw on 3rd down, pressure straight at the middle, sets up the screen. Peterson across the 45 up to the 40, runs through a man on the way. He gets out of bounds. I mean, he ran through him.
I tell you what, and it was, and of course, he's not got the luxury of having the first down marker looking at him in the eye, but I think he knew right where he was at, and he needed that yard, and he just trucked that guy. Great play by Peterson right there.
1st and 10 now for the Huskies. Thompson takes a snap, looks to throw on 1st down. Got pressure straight up in his face, steps up and throws incomplete, and that's probably not a bad incompletion right there.
No, I mean, if he gets in, he gets it complete. We probably get a few yards right there, but that's better than taking a sack. He got away from the pressure and got rid of the
Save some clock.
Save some clock. Good job right there.
$1:34 to go here in the 4th quarter. 2nd and 10. Huskies trailing 7 with the football. Thompson takes a snap, looks to throw all kinds of time. He's just going to step up and try to take off. Throws it to Drew, rolling down the 10-yard 5. He may get in for a touchdown. Oh, they're going to call him out of bounds at the 1-inch line. I mean, holy cow, what a football game. I thought he got the pylon.
I tell you, it was pretty close. I thought he got in myself there. Usually if that pylon goes down, they're going to call it a touchdown.
Especially when you're trailing like that.
Well, and I don't know. He was, it don't matter now. You got to stick the ball in the end zone here, but that's pretty close. Usually if that pylon hits the ground, they're going up with their hands. Great job by Thompson there. I don't know if he was throwing it away or whatever, but it found him.
Yeah, it was rolling. Great job. Good job, Drew, catching the football. Thompson's just going to keep it, and he's going to run in for the touchdown. So now it's Huskies 26, Vikings 27. One untimed down. Now it's decision time. Hampton just gave him the 2 signal. He's going for 2. And it looks like North is going to use is that their final timeout?
Yes, sir. Everybody's out of timeout.
Yeah, everybody's out of timeout.
And I was writing some notes down there, so you'd say...
He's going for 2. He put up the 2 fingers.
And I'm going to tell you what, I don't know what you would call here, but I do know a play they like down here, and we dropped it, and that's going to be the slant.
Yeah, the double slants.
If I'm North Wilkes coaching staff, they better be aware of the double slants down here. And I don't know, do you give the ball to Peterson?
I started to say the way Peterson ran the football, do you hand it to him?
You can swing it out there.
This is one of those, I've never wanted to really coach high school football because I'm not that smart.
Yeah.
But this is one of those chances, or one of those instances I'm glad I'm not, because that's a decision I would not want to make.
And of course, you probably got some special 2-point plays that you got.
You probably, knowing Drew Piscopo, absolutely. He's got plays for everything.
And then again, you might just, go with something that
you don't want to get too fancy.
Yes.
Man, decisions.
Here we go, huge play.
One untimed down could settle the football game. Not sure how much time's even left in this football game.
So it is
26-27. Huskies going for 2. Trail by 1.
With probably a minute left.
Probably about a minute to go. Thompson going to motion Martinez, fake it to him, double slant. 2-point. Colin Estes. And the Huskies take the 28-27 lead. We said something about Colin dropping one earlier. He just made up for it right there.
He sure did. And Thompson stuck that ball right in his gut there.
And we'll take another look at our Greens excavating instant replay that we just kind of forgot about, and we apologize.
And your Ashe County Ford Drive summary. The Huskies went 70 yards in 8 plays, ended in a 1-yard touchdown run from Wesley Thompson. The 2-point conversion pass from Thompson to Colin Estes was good. So that brings your score. Your Ashe County Huskies 28, North Wilkes 27. It's got to be under a minute because they just told us a minute 34. It's got to be under a minute. But
no idea. Under a minute, I'm sure.
It's under a minute.
So, Mark, under a minute to go. Dr. Pepper player of the game. We talked about Peterson. Big run.
And on
Big
that
run.
drive, was he not huge?
He was
on
huge.
that
I mean, he
third down drive?
first game back. And if we could give like not even a co, but Colin Estes on that catch right there, that's huge.
Yeah, that's huge. Nice play there. Thompson comes back with a big throw there and
yeah.
get him down there. So
Just a great
job.
drive.
See if we can hold on here on a kick.
And good night.
Play on the
This guy, I'm just going to go out and say that's the only call he's made all night, and that's what he knows. That's what he goes with.
All I know is I'll say it again. I did not like calling that, and I didn't unless, and they may be past him. I'm not watching it that close. So.
He's caught it on both teams.
He has.
He's sticking with it.
I really haven't been watching it. I used to stand in front of it.
So they're going to kick it once again.
And there's probably half a yard. I was going to call it.
And kicks it toward the sideline, goes out of bounds, so they'll get it to 35.
And that is not by design going out of bounds. No. Hampton shaking his head again. He wants to keep it in bounds. But anyway, North's going to have a 35-yard line here.
And we have no idea how much time.
And we do not.
We think it's under a minute, but that's just purely speculation.
Said there a little while ago, 1:34, and the Huskies scored there, so
can't let anyone behind you.
No, you cannot. And yeah, you got to watch them because it's not like we're going to watch them. What do we got right here?
They're going to decline it, make them kick it again.
They're going to make them kick. Okay, they're going to make them kick the football or back them up. Now they're going to back them up 5 and make them kick it one more time.
And they're going to have to re-kick the ball again, 5 yards further back.
Not a bad idea.
Not a bad idea at all.
40 yards more to get the ball. 45.
But man, wouldn't you hate yourself if they muffed it and we recovered or something like that?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, golly.
Yeah, you would after that, but it's still a pretty smart play.
It is. All there to kick it once again. And it's a squib kick up the middle, and it's going to be downed. So they gained 4 yards.
Yeah, they did gain 4 yards. They had all that.
Maybe 4 yards.
So let's see if this Husky defense, as you said, they've got to come up with just one stop here. Do not let anybody get behind you.
So, Mark, we don't know how much time. Huskies lead by 1, 28-27.
And I guess we have decided, Ben, we don't know how much time. We don't want to make sure, but Matthew Peterson is definitely.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, the game. Yeah, for sure. Wide takes snap, looks to throw. He's got all kinds of time. Nowhere to go. The football throws it back across the middle, and there's Martinez. And I think he kept it. And they're going to call an interception for the Huskies, and that'll seal it. That'll seal it.
Oh, nice job, and I'm telling you what, he was behind him. I was getting worried, and Martinez used every bit of his jumping ability and frame to go up there and get that football.
I he bobbled it on the way down.
I did too, and could not tell, but they called it a catch.
And the coach over there is livid.
So it's knee time now. Looks like the Huskies
victory formation for the Huskies.
Want to get out of here with their first win of the year.
And that'll take one knee. Of course, we don't know how many knees they need to take. So
he's trying to get Thompson's attention there inside and telling him to watch the back judge. When he starts counting, we're going to snap the football. And just don't do anything crazy right here. We're under center.
We are under center. And now we got a whistle.
It's a snap infraction. He snapped the football, and Thompson wasn't ready for it. He should have just took it and went to a knee.
So
They didn't back them up, did they?
no, I mean
We decided to quit calling penalties.
I don't. I'm at a loss. We've got whistles.
They're shaking hands now.
I think that's going to do it. That will
Okay, so
do
maybe
it.
Hampton was trying to get him not to snap.
Oh, it may have been. So your final from Ashe County: Huskies win a thriller, 28-27 over North Wilkes. Pick up their first win of the season, and great job. Way to battle back. Good team win for the Huskies.
Yeah, just a great team win here, and of course we're going to start conference play next week. Needed a win going into conference, and just as you said, a come from behind win. Very exciting. Great job by the Huskies.
Huskies will travel to High Brighton next week. But for Mark Hudler, I'm Dusty Farmer. We'll see you next week. Oh, excuse me, Alexander Central. We'll see you next week on the SkyZone HD Game of the Week.
Thank you, Zach.